Coronavirus is a global pandemic and is destroying world economies. Thousands already lose their lives. Millions already lose their jobs. And more hardships are coming. The world could be facing the greatest recession in history. As weird as it sounds, these events we're seeing today are written in the Holy Bible. Words of Jesus Christ written in the Holy Bible. This is written 2,000 years ago when Jesus Christ is still on this earth. What did Jesus Christ prophesied 2,000 years ago? Matthew 24:21-22. For then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now and never to be equaled again. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive, but for the sake of the elect those days will be shortened. Points to consider. There will be great global distress. It will be unequaled from the beginning of the world until now. It will never to be equaled again. Heaven will shorten the days of this worldwide great distress. For the sake of the elect or God's children, those days will be shortened. Why did Jesus Christ talk about this issue 2,000 years ago? It's because his disciples asked him. Recorded on Matthew 24:3. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. "Tell us," they said, "when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" So the disciples asked Jesus the signs of the end of age or the end of our world. What are the signs that Jesus told them? Let's read in Matthew 24:7-8. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Did we already saw in the previous years the fulfillment of this prophecies of Jesus Christ? Yes, we've seen the fulfillment. Jesus Christ said, "Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." We have seen this in the First and Second World Wars. Jesus Christ also said, "There will be famines." After the world wars, extreme famines followed, fulfilling the words of Jesus. Jesus Christ also said, "There will be earthquakes in various places." We are a living witness to the most terrible earthquakes and tsunamis in history, fulfilling furthermore the prophecies of Jesus Christ. So now let us go back to this prophecy of Jesus Christ. Matthew 24:21. For then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now and never to be equaled again. Matthew 24:22. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive, but for the sake of the elect those days will be shortened. Is this the thing that we are seeing in the world right now? A global pandemic that destroys global economies, plunging millions to greater hardships. If you are going to ask me, I will say yes. We are seeing it now. It's happening right now. We are feeling it right now. So what's next after this great global distress and pandemic? What other things did Jesus Christ prophesied 2,000 years ago? Matthew 24:29-31. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Points to consider. After this great global distress that we are experiencing right now, according to the prophecies of Jesus Christ, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, stars will fall from the sky. What did Jesus Christ means about this prophecy? The answer is written in the book of Revelation of the Holy Bible. Jesus Christ showed to his servant John what will happen on the times when the end is near. Let's read the following verses from the Holy Bible. Revelation 8:7. The first angel sounded his trumpet, and there came hail and fire mixed with blood, and it was hurled down on the earth. A third of the earth was burned up, a third of the trees were burned up, and all the green grass was burned up. Revelation 8:8-9. The second angel sounded his trumpet, and something like a huge mountain, all ablaze, was thrown into the sea. A third of the sea turned into blood, a third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. Revelation 8:10-11. The third angel sounded his trumpet, and a great star, blazing like a torch, fell from the sky on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star is Wormwood. A third of the waters turned bitter, and many people died from the waters that had become bitter. Revelation 8:12. The fourth angel sounded his trumpet, and a third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of them turned dark. A third of the day was without light, and also a third of the night. It is very clear from the explanation of Jesus Christ himself as recorded in the Holy Bible that Matthew 24:29-31 is talking about asteroids that will impact Earth that will happen after the great global distress. The several asteroids that will impact Earth will cause global darkness because of the fire, smoke and dust that it will produce. That's why Jesus Christ said, "The sun will be darkened, and moon will not give its light." Then what will happen after this catastrophe? Let's go back again to the Bible verse. Let's read on. Matthew 24:30-31. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Let's study the details of this prophecy one by one. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Explanation: the people of this world with our advanced telescopes will detect the coming armada or a very huge interstellar spaceship of Jesus Christ as it approach closer to Earth. Do not forget what Jesus Christ said on John 14:1-3 New King James Version of the Bible. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. So from this statement of Jesus Christ written in the Bible, we can see that Jesus Christ promised that he will prepare a huge dwelling place for his disciples. And Jesus Christ will take his disciples and will bring them up to his giant interstellar spaceship. to give them their inheritance. And to save them from the coming burning of this earth, to punish the bad people on it. Let's review the meaning of the Bible verses. Asteroids from heaven will strike Earth as a punishment because of the sins of humanity. The good people, those who obeys the laws of the Creator, will be saved and will be sent to the dwelling of God the Creator. Those who do not obey the laws of the Creator will burn in the doomed earth, to be punished forever and ever. What is the message from God our Creator as is written on Deuteronomy 30:15? See, I set before you today life and prosperity, death and destruction. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. For I command you today to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to Him, and to keep His commands, decrees and laws, then you will live. We can't even almost see with our own eyes our largest airplane flying at 35,000 feet. So how can the whole world see Jesus Christ as He comes unless He is riding in a giant interstellar spaceship? Now this is what Jesus Christ is talking about when He said that He is coming with power and great glory. He is with a giant interstellar spaceship. Thank you and see you again next time for more explanations of the Holy Bible.